I'm gonna make sure the camera's good. Alright. Okay, well, let's get started. So if you're ready to go, just go up at the top of your mat. Let's start with all fours. Since we only have 30 minutes, we're just gonna do quick warm up, very quick, and we'll get right into it. So getting on all fours, make sure your hands and wrists are underneath your shoulder and shoulder width apart, and your knees are nice and hip distance apart. Just do circles around your using the torso, or imagine the belly button has a little pen hanging down, writing circles, drawing circles, and then the opposite direction, warming up the wrists. Okay, and you can do a little opposite stretch, and you can lean back a little bit if it's too much on the wrists so that it doesn't hurt. Or if you want more pressure, you can go forward. So if you're taking the hips back, lays off of it a little bit, and forward is heavier. Okay, shake them off. Let's take the legs a little further behind us, so the knees are a little further back, going into a modified plank pose. And as you inhale, look forward. As you exhale, really activate the core and lift the belly button towards the spine. On the next inhale, look forward, and on the exhale, lift up one leg. If you want, you can do this whole thing with both feet, both knees up, and then on the inhale, pressing the right knee, placing the right knee down. Exhale, left leg goes up. Inhale down. Exhale, right leg. Inhale down. So what this is doing is building up a little heat in our upper body. Inhale, exhale up. Inhale down. On the next one, exhale, left knee up, and then shift onto your right side, and staying on your right knee, lift up your left arm. If you want to, you can actually lift up the right knee and go into a full plank, full side plank. If that's too much, place the knee down and bring the arm down. And again, raise the right knee, left knee comes down, and then inhale, right arm goes up, and lift up. If you want to, just do a little full plank here. If it's too much, knee comes down. And exhale, right hand comes down. Doing a little stretch, taking the hips back, and then curve the back into cat pose. Coming here, inhale, arch, exhale, round the spine, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, arch, kick the right leg back and the left arm forward. And inhale, reaching them forward, stretching them opposite directions. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, knee to elbow. And hold. 2, 3, and release. The other side. Doing the little arching first. And exhale, stretching out the leg and the arm. Inhale, reach opposite direction. And exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more. And exhale. Inhale, reach, hold it here. Flex the ankle like you're kicking with your heel. And then release back down. Tuck both toes in here. Inhale, arching the back, and exhale, activate the core and lift the hips up to your first down dog. Walking the feet in place. Bending one knee at a time. And pressing the hands into the floor, bringing the hips up and back, really helps to open up the back spine. And you can keep the knees bent slightly if this is hard to do. You just have tighter hamstrings, that's okay. Just keep the knees slightly bent and press the hips up and back. Bend the knees, inhale, and exhale. Come on up to plank pose. Inhale, take it back to down dog, and exhale to plank pose. Good. Bring your right knee to your right elbow, then touch your left elbow, and then take it back and go to down dog. And again, come back, exhale, left knee to left elbow, take it to right elbow, and then take it back and inhale to down dog. One more inhale, taking the hips really up and back, the tailbone, bend the knees, look forward, and walk over to your hands. And staying in your forward fold position, grab the elbows. Maybe you can do this opposite stretch of the wrists here while you're hanging out. And really see if you can relax the back of the neck and the shoulders to let go. And just want to remind you of the Ujjayi breath, inhaling with the nose and exhaling with the nose too, with the little constriction in the back of the throat. Remember to keep the knees slightly bent. Inhale halfway up, look forward and reach the arms forward, exhale down. Inhale halfway up, reaching the arms forward and exhale down. Inhale, come on up halfway, and maybe you can bend the knees for this. Or if you have a block, you can put it under your hand. Exhale your right arm up to the ceiling, twisting the spine. And if you want, you can extend the right knee if you reach the floor. If you absolutely can't reach the floor, you can definitely put your hand on your ankle still, or your shin, and still get the same effect, a nice twist of the spine. Bring the right hand back down. Inhale, flat back, exhale, twist the left arm up. So when you're doing twists, always try to do the right side first, if possible, then the left side. It's good for digestion, for activating the colon. First the ascending colon, then descending colon. One more breath here, and exhale down. Both knees are bent.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right
And
now.
that's my own.
Please try a little later.
Okay, sorry about that. Inhale halfway up, flat back, exhale down, and then we're gonna roll up, rounding the spine, arms go back. A nice stretching up towards the ceiling first, elongating the spine, then a slight back bend, keeping the abs activated. Exhale, hands to your heart, hold it here, open up the hands to Tadasana, roll the shoulder blades back and down, and take the awareness to the feet, make sure they're hip distance apart, and maybe check on the weight to see if you're even on both sides. Keep your pelvis activated, your core activated, and growing tall through the crown of the head. And we'll start the flow. Inhale, arms up, slight back bend, exhale, forward fold, keeping the knees slightly bent. Inhale, halfway up, flat back, exhale, feet go back to plank. If that's too much, welcome to put the knees down. If not, stay here. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, lowering yourself down to chaturanga. Keep the elbows brushing on the sides of the rib cage. Go all the way down, untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Tuck the toes. And come on up to down dog. And let's pick up the right knee, right foot, circle the ankle with your big toe, draw big circles, then opposite direction. Then the other side, giving the calves a chance to stretch out, the opposite calf, and then circle opposite direction. Beautiful. Both feet are down, bend the knees, inhale, look forward, and exhale, walking over to your hands. Again, inhale, halfway up, exhale down, and inhale, rounding the spine, come up with the head heavy, coming up last, hands together, slight back bend, exhale, hands together. Very good. Take the arms up again, grab your left wrist and lean over to the right, side bending to the right. Inhale, center, grab the right wrist, exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Slight back, exhale, hands to your heart. Holding it here. And then taking the hands to Tadasana, mountain pose. And we're going to do another flow. Inhale, hands go back. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway up, inhale, flat back. Exhale, down to plank again. And if you need to, again, put the knees down, please do so if it's too much. Inhale, let's take actually back to down dog. Inhale, down dog. And exhale, forward to plank. And bring your right knee again to the right elbow. Then touch the left elbow. Then back to plank. And if you need to put the knee down, you can. Bring the knee to left elbow. Right elbow, left knee now, and take it back. One more time, right knee, right elbow, left elbow, and back, left knee, left elbow, right elbow, and back. Take it up to down dog, bend the knees, inhale, and exhale, walk over to your hands. Alright, good job everybody, that was not easy. If you did it, pat yourself in the back. If not, still pat yourself in the back for waking up early and participating in this awesome workout. Yoga is just amazing. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. Exhale, down. And then inhale, rounding the spine. Bringing the head up last. Palms together. Exhale, hands to your heart. Very good. Staying here for a couple of breaths. If you want to take the hands to the sides, bring the chest up and forward. If your hands are to your heart, press the chest towards your thumbs and grow tall through the crown of the head, keeping the abs activated and rooting down with your feet, really getting that stretch feeling of getting tall. And then inhale, take the arms up, slight back bend, and exhale into chair pose. Sitting just slightly, looking down. If your feet aren't together, bring your big toes together and squeeze the knees together. Inhale, reach the arms up, and if you look down, make sure you can see your toes. If your knees are forward, you can't see your toes, take your hips back so you can see them. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, look forward. Exhale, take your right leg back, all the way down. You get a nice stretch here, knees on the floor, right knees on the floor. And inhale, arms come up. And exhale, grab the right wrist, exhale to the left. Side bend to the left and get a nice stretch of the right side body. Inhale, center, exhale down, and the right wrist is under the right shoulder. You can lift up the back knee if you want, or you can keep it down. Exhale your left arm to the ceiling, twisting your spine, looking up. Inhale, elongate the spine, And exhale. Ujjayi breath. Alright, bring the hand down. Both back knee down. And take your left leg back to plank. So both knees are up. And inhale forward, or if it's too much, keep the knees down. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Keep the elbows close to each other, towards each other. Inhale, cobra. Untuck the toes. Exhale, down. Tuck the toes. Inhale to down dog. And let's take the right leg up, kick it up. And then open up the hip, bending the right knee. Circle the right knee, making big circles with your knee. And then opposite direction. And 3. Very good. Inhale, kicking up the right leg. Exhale, bring it in. Place it on the floor, and then if you need to lift it up, place it inside your right hand. Go for it. Back knee comes down. Stretching. You can place both hands inside. Walk the right foot out. And stretching out the hip a little bit here. And then inhale back to the center. Arms come up. Grab your left wrist. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. And back. Exhale down. Lift up the back knee, straighten up the front knee. And let's hold it here. Make sure your feet are about hip width apart. So if they're not, walk the right foot out slightly. Inhale, halfway up. If you can't touch the floor, place your hands on your knee or your shin or your thigh. And exhale down. Inhale, halfway up. Flat back, exhale down. And one more time. And maybe lift up your arms forward, reaching, elongating the spine. You don't have to do this if it's not available. And exhale down. With the left hand, if the left hand touches the floor, go ahead and make sure the wrist is under your shoulder and exhale the right arm up to the ceiling. If the left hand isn't touching the floor, see if you can place the hand on the shin and do a little twist. It's a little harder in balancing, it's more challenging, or use a block for your hand, for the left hand. Exhale, bring it down, bend the front knee, pressing the heel back. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, bend the front knee. And exhale. One more inhale. And on this next inhale, instead of straightening the leg, bring the back foot forward. And see if you can come up to standing, lifting up maybe a little bit. You can keep the front knee bent. Just make sure you can touch the floor with your hands. Make sure the back toe is pointing down, not this way, but pointing down with the hips level. So if you're ready, you can either stay here, or if you're ready to come up to a balanced pose, to warrior 3, bring the arms up and hold it straight. Again, you can keep the slight bend in the knee, and then lower the back foot. Come on up to a nice back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. And shake off that right leg you were standing on, because it's a lot of pressure and the hip muscles might get tired. So get ready for the other side. Inhale. Arms come up, big toes together. Exhale to chair. Knees are touching. Again, just take a peek, make sure you can see your toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, the left leg goes back this time. Knee comes down. And inhale, arms come up. Grab your left wrist. Exhale to the right. Stretching the left side body. Inhale, center. Exhale, down. Make sure the left wrist is under the left shoulder. Exhale, right arm up to the ceiling. And if you want to take it further, lift up your back knee to make it a little harder. If you're up for the challenge. Inhale, reaching the arm up. Exhale, twist a little further. And then bring the hands down. The right hand down. Take the right leg back. Inhale. You can put the knees down if it's too much. Inhale, forward. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Keeping the hips up. This is really good for your back. Inhale, upper back. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, down. We're going to do Sphinx pose here while we're down here. So bring your forearms, your elbows are shoulder width apart. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. Palms are facing down. Sphinx pose requires to keep pressing the elbows down into the floor, so taking the shoulders away from the ears, and slide the elbows back. So when you slide the elbows back, you'll feel your sternum coming up and forward. Then on the feet, keep your feet together and press the tops of the feet down into the floor. So inhale, press the elbows down and slide them back towards the hips. And then on the exhale, press the tops of the feet down, which will activate your abs. And you can keep the chin tucked in slightly, opening up the back of the neck. One more breath. And exhale. Press the elbows down and the tops of the feet down. And release. Come back to Cobra. Hands to the sides of your shoulders. Inhale, come up to Cobra. And exhale down. Forehead to the floor. And just take a moment and breathe with the belly. Ujjayi breath. Take 2 more breaths here. As you inhale, expand the belly, push it against the floor. With exhales, lift flat. When you're ready, on your next inhale, tap the toes and push up into down dog. We're almost done, you guys. Doing a great job. Inhale, take the left leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip, and circle. Draw a big circle with the knee. And opposite direction. 1, 2, 3. Taking the leg back up, exhale, bring the leg in, knee to the chest, place the foot down, then if you need to help it forward, go for it. Right knee comes down. You can move the left foot out slightly and stretch, keeping both hands inside. Stretch out the hips a little bit more. Then come back in. And then inhale, arms come up. Exhale to the left with the right wrist. Stretching the side body again. Inhale up. And exhale, arms come down. Lift up the back knee, straighten the front knee. If you need to bring the back foot forward a little, go for it. Make sure both knees are pointing forward and both heels are touching the floor. Inhale, halfway up. You can put your hands on your knees. Exhale down. Inhale up again. And if you want to stretch the arms out, elongate the spine. Exhale, belly button to the spine. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, activate the core. And release, come down. forehead to knee, rounding the spine. On the next inhale, place your right wrist underneath your shoulder. Make sure it's nice and aligned. If you can, use a block if you can't touch the floor. Exhale to the left. Left hand up to the ceiling. If this is too much, you can hold on to your ankle. A little harder to balance. And exhale down. What happened to our music? Alright. Bend the front knee. See if you can come up, lift up the back foot, and you can keep the front knee bent, keep the hands on the floor, and stay here, making sure the toes pointing down, and then inhale, bring the arms up to warrior three. A little harder to do if you're ready to go for the balance from going your head hanging down, upside down, to standing up. So take your time with it. Inhale, reach the arms forward, heart comes up and forward. Place the back foot down. Come to Tadasana with your hands to your heart. See if you can visualize and use your imagination of all the little particles of excitatory or movement-like particles that you just created by moving the body all around your body, and make sure you cultivate that back in and take it to the center of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Inhale, take the arms up. Stretch. Slight back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. And we're going to take it down into the floor. I'm not sure where you're okay. I'm hoping I'm still on. Looks like it. Okay. For some reason my music stopped. I'm sorry, guys. We can do a little quick core workout here, and then we'll be done. So staying in flat on your back, bend the knees, feet are hip distance apart. Inhale with the belly, and then exhale, reach your arms forward to where your thighs are, hands going forward. Inhale back, and exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale up. If this is too easy, bring one knee towards the forehead on the exhale, and then the other. Inhale back. Inhale back. Exhale when you close. Inhale when you open. Exhale when you close. Again, if this is too easy, keep your feet in the air and just move the head and shoulders up and back. The arms. And if this is too easy, you want to engage the lower abs too. If you want to make it a little harder, lower your heels down as you go. Exhale. Bring the knees to forehead. Lower and exhale. Make sure when you lower the heels down, this arch, the low back doesn't arch up. When that happens, you're going to hurt your low back. So keep pressing the low back down with your abs, using your abs. This is what makes a strong core. Inhale back and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and 5, 4, 3, 2. Use the Ujjayi breath. 1. Hold it here. Straighten the knees out. Keep your hands reaching forward, and then bend the knees, hug into your chest, and rock side to side. And place the hands on top of the knees. circling around, massaging the lower back, maybe the opposite direction, and then place the feet back, feet flat on the floor. We're gonna do diagonals. Keep the hands together. Keeping the hands together, palms together. Inhale with the belly. Exhale to the right. Keeping the right shoulder on the ground. Inhale back. Exhale to the left. Keeping the left shoulder on the ground. Inhale back. So you could see that rotation happening with the opposite shoulder lifting up. If you want to make it a little more active, you can lift up the opposite knee towards the shoulder. Exhale. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. And if you want to make this a little bit more engaged and harder, lift your knees up in the air, hold it, and you're going to straighten the opposite leg as you bring, so left knee comes forward, right knee straightens. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Let's do 4. Back. 3. Back. 2. Back. 1. And hug the knees into your chest. Rocking side to side. Hands on top of the knees. Circling. Moving in random directions. We're going to do just one more quick bridge pose for the neck and shoulders for people that have neck issues, neck stiffness. Just a really quick one. Inhale with the belly and exhale. Lift the hips up. Inhale down and exhale. Lift. Inhale down. Exhale. Lift. One more. Exhale up and hold it here. And walk your hands down, reaching your walk your shoulders down as the back of the neck stretches out. And you can try to reach for your ankles, and if you can touch your ankles, great. If not, just reach for them. And if you want to go further, you can interlock the fingers under your buttocks and walk the shoulder blades together towards each other. And see if you can be aware of your knees being hip distance apart, and if you find them flaring out, bring them closer together and press the hips up higher. Inhale with the belly. Exhale. Ujjayi breath. If you want to take it further, you can lift up the heels for one breath and lower the heels. Undo the hands, lower the hips, walk the shoulders out. Drop the knees to the left. Reach the right arm over, out to the right side. Look over your right shoulder. And continue breathing with your belly. As you inhale, elongate the spine. As you exhale, go further, deeper into the twist. One more inhale. This twist is a really important exercise to do after all the movements we did, all the warm-up of the spine, to get a nice straight spine. This is what you want to do. You don't want to miss this twist, so make sure you do this at the end of each workout. Okay, again, something's wrong with me. Alright, as you bring your right arm in, activate your core and lift your knees up, then drop them over to the right, and stretch out the left arm, Look over the left shoulder. Twisting the spine again. As you inhale, make sure both shoulders are touching the floor. As you inhale, elongate the spine. As you exhale, see if you can go a little deeper into the stretch. If you want to go deeper with taking the top leg and placing it on top, a little higher, taking the left ankle, placing it underneath the right knee, you can do that. It just gets more of an extreme stretch or twist of the low back. And the higher your knees are, the more of a twist you'll feel in the mid-back, the upper back. The lower the knees are, the more you'll feel it down here, where the low lumbar spine is. So wherever your tightness is, if you have a tight lumbar spine, you want to twist that and go for it, whatever feels good to you. Then bring the left arm in, activate the core, bring your knees together, straighten out the legs to Shavasana. Feet are mat width apart, turn the palms out. Tuck the shoulder blades back and down, tuck the chin in slightly. You can close the eyes or keep them open, but if they're open, just keep them half open and find a spot to keep your gaze. If they're closed, take the gaze between the eyebrows and see if you can take a moment to be aware of your body, the weight of your body becoming heavy and settling into the mat. Notice how when you inhale, your belly rises. When you exhale, the belly flattens, belly button goes towards the spine. And notice the wave of the breath. See if you can connect with it. And when you're ready, turn onto your right side in the fetal position. And just take a moment there to remember this peace, that the peaceful and the calm state you found in Shavasana. And then when you're ready, push yourself up to sitting. With the sitting up in a straight spine position, in a comfortable way, doesn't matter which way. Place your hands in front of your heart. And if you choose, you can chant one Om with me. Take a deep breath in. Bow your head to your heart and give yourself a gratitude. Thank you for joining this morning with this workout, and thank you from me. Thank you for taking care of yourself. To you. Have a great blessed day. Everyone, namaste.